from the past 3 days of this bootcamp, knowing yourself and knowing the effects of social media on our lives, and also being ready and also preparing yourself for the future.
Okay. Thank you, Sophia. Does anybody else want to try? Another two more people, then we move on. Oh, I should call. I don't know if it's Toriche. You're wearing glasses. I can see you. I think you should let us know what you've learned and where you stay actually.
Externship, and I stay at Lagos State.
Okay.
And then what I've learned during like this camp is always believe in yourself and never let social media control you.
Right.
Not so I shouldn't like follow anyone's account.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right, last person. One last person, then we move on.
Yeah.
Who Yeah. Is someone speaking? Hi. Okay. I'm Emanuela. If you're trying to speak, your mic is muted. I'll-
Yes.
Yeah, so Emanuela, tell us your full name, if you don't mind, and where you stay, and one thing you've learned during our past session.
I didn't hear you.
I said, tell us where you stay, your
Yes.
your name, your location, and one thing you've learned during our
I
past session.
I stay in Babatunde, Okera,
Okay.
Lagos. And my name is Manuela.
Emanuela,
Yes.
hear me.
Yes.
When next you're on a call and you're
Yes.
asked to give your location, do not say your full address. Hear me.
Yes.
All right. Thank you all for sharing. So we would move on to our affirmations. After our affirmations, then we will take our mantra. So I would need all of you to say the affirmations as I say it. So you repeat it after me. Is that clear? Right. So it will be projected so that you see it. Hi everyone. So can we start with our affirmations? So I'll need everyone on mute so that we start with our affirmations. Is that okay? Hi girls. Yeah, I need everyone to unmute so that we start with our affirmations. All right. And if you can, let your camera come on. That's fine, right? Yeah. And Toriche, I think you're still muted. I want everyone to unmute so that we start with the affirmation. Anyway, let's go on. So with the affirmation, we're starting. I am an intentional girl. Hi, girls. So when I say you say it after me, okay? Are we good?
Yes, ma.
Great. So I am an intentional girl.
Intentional girl.
I am an intentional girl.
Intentional girl. I focus.
Intentional girl. Because
I focus,
I learn,
I learn,
and I put in the work
and I put in the work
required to become a future-ready teen.
required to become a future-ready teen.
I focus. Let's take that again. I focus,
I focus,
learn,
I learn,
and I put in the work required to become a future-ready teen.
and I put in the work to become a future-ready teen.
Great. The third one is I am not afraid to fail
I am not afraid to fail
because every failure
because every failure
teaches me,
teaches me,
strengthens me,
strengthens me,
and moves me closer to success.
and moves me closer to success.
Great. It's like I'm hearing Oli Sophia saying it. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, please. Girls. All right, sure. So let's take the third one again. I am not afraid to fail
I am not afraid to fail
because every failure
because every failure
teaches me,
teaches me,
strengthens me,
strengthens me,
and moves me closer to success.
and moves me closer to success.
Great. Let's take the fourth one. I embrace who I am today
I embrace who I am today
while striving to become better every day.
while striving to become better every day.
Great. I make wise choices,
I make wise choices,
take responsibility
take responsibility
for my actions,
for my actions,
and stay true to my values.
and staying true to my values.
Great. I will not give up on myself
I will not give up on myself
or my dreams.
or my dreams.
Great. I choose courage
I choose courage
over fear.
over fear.
I take responsibility. Sorry,
I take
I make. Sorry. I choose courage
I choose courage
over fear.
over fear.
Growth over excuses.
excuses.
Growth over excuses.
Growth over excuses.
And purpose over distraction.
And purpose over distraction.
I am intentional.
I am intentional.
I am growing.
I am growing.
I am becoming.
I am becoming.
I am intentional.
I am intentional.
I am growing.
I'm growing.
I am becoming.
I'm
Great.
becoming.
That's great. So we move on to our mantra. I'm sure we are quite familiar with. So I'll say the call, then you respond to it. If in case you've forgotten the call, when I say I am, then you say a future ready teenager. I am not too young to take my life seriously. And the third one, I am an intentional teenager. Are we clear on that?
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
So the first one, I am.
A future
Great. I am.
a future ready teenager.
The second one, I am.
A not too young to take my life serious.
Great. And the last one, I am an
Well,
intentional teenager. Let's take that again. I am an intentional teenager. So I am.
An intentional teenager.
Okay, let's take that again. I am. Hi, girls. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I am.
A future-ready teenager.
I am.
Not too young to take my life seriously.
And I am.
An intentional teenager.
Intentional teenager.
Great. Everyone doing well. Okay, let's move on quickly. So today our TLA card says stop shrinking yourself to fit into other people's expectations. There is more in you than you have dared to show. I'll take it again. Stop shrinking yourself to fit into other people's expectations. There is more in you than you have dared to show. So I just want two people to tell me what they personally understand by today's TLE card. So think about it. What do you think? How does this card personally resonate with you? How do you understand it? So is someone going to volunteer, or I should call someone to do that? Girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
someone should let me know what today's TLA card, the message on the TLA card mean to them. How does it resonate with you personally? Is it volunteering to say, or I should call someone? Mm-hmm. So if you haven't named yourself, can you please do so that we don't mix up the names, right? Benis. Hi, Benis. Can Benis hear me? Okay, Benis is not talking. Okay, Benis, you're on. So let us know today's TLE card. How does it relate with you personally?
No?
Today's message on the TLE card, how does it resonate with you personally?
Sorry, I can't really hear you. I
So,
think it's network.
okay, so I am saying today's message on the TLE card, when someone says stop shrinking yourself to fit into other people's expectation because there is more in you than you have dared to show. How does it resonate with you? How do you understand?
Hello?
Yes. Okay, if Ben is not hearing me, Toriche, can you take that? Toriche.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so let us know what you think about today's message. Toriche. Toriche.
Wow.
Yes, so I said, can you let us know how you resonate with today's message? Can we do this quickly so that our speaker can come on?
I don't understand.
Pardon?
Now, what do you mean by resonance is today's message?
Mean, how do you understand today's message? When someone says you should stop shrinking yourself to fit into everyone else's expectation because there's more in you than you show, than you have dared to show. How do you understand that? How does that make you think? What comes into your mind when you hear that?
Okay, so what it means is that you feeling like hide yourself and pretend to be what you're not. Like you should just be yourself around other people who they don't like you then.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else? Sophia, do you want to share?
Yes,
All right, so take good
it
explain.
means that it means that we shouldn't try to fit into other people's opinions, that we shouldn't try to match with other people's expectations, that we all are worth more what they expect from us.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. All right. So because we don't have much time, we would skip after this. Maybe we will talk about the TLA card again. But let's skip to the house rules, the housekeeping rules. Let's go. Okay, just a moment. So I'm going to go over today's assignment and what we're supposed to do today before our speaker comes in. Just a moment. Okay. So, okay, so today is our third day, and today's tasks are as follows. So your reading assignment is The Power of a Confident Child and Teenager. So you are supposed to read it before tomorrow.
Sophie.
Ferrari.
Yeah, so take notes of that. And
Sophie.
you're supposed to read it before tomorrow's class.
Sophie, can you hear me?
Yes,
Please, can you check your
Ma.
Casey, can you hear me? Not Sophie, sorry, Casey.
Yes, ma'am.
I think that tax is for tomorrow, not for today. Can you check your DM? It's for tomorrow, not for today.
So Wednesday tax. That that is what's on the back, please.
Yes.
For Judith, please, is there any change in the tax?
Yes, it was. You were not on the call yesterday. We made some little adjustments to it.
Oh, right. Okay. So please, if anybody has it, can they go over it instead?
We can take that maybe during the end of the class. When
He's talking to somebody.
Emanuela, can you mute your mic and don't unmute again, please?
All right, sure.
Casey, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Coach Judith.
Yeah, I said, are you there? I was just asking if you're there.
All right, please, I'm here. I'm still here.
Okay, we're not hearing you.
Oh, okay. I was asking if anybody else has the.
Okay, Casey, I was saying that the assignment or review of assignment should come at the end of the class.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that. Sorry. All right. So without anything else to do, then I'll go on and introduce our speaker for today, who is in the person of Miss Precious. Please a minute. Right. Please, can you hear me? Please, can everyone hear me?
Can hear you.
All right. Also, our speaker for today is by name Precious Chika Amadi. Miss Precious Chika Amadi, and she's a social media strategist, an educator, a self-esteem coach, and an experienced curator. She's the founder of SMG Agency and SMG Academy, which provides social media services and practical education to individuals and businesses across several countries. She also founded the Becoming Tribe, a platform which is focused on helping teenagers and women build self-esteem, overcome limiting beliefs, and confidently embrace their identities. Additionally, she works as a creative lead at Sweet Peach events, creating personalized luxury experiences. She has trained organizations such as ECOWAS and helped hundreds of entrepreneurs and professionals develop practical strategies for growth. Overall, her mission is to help people express themselves fully, grow confidently, and live life without limitations. To add to it, she is also a wife and a mother of two. So, ladies, today that is our speaker, a highly achieved lady, Mrs. Precious Chika Ama. So, Mrs. Precious, sorry, please, you can take over and engage our girls. Thank you for coming.
Thank you too. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are right now, what part of the world you are in right now. How are we all doing? How has this bootcamp been so far? Oh, are you allowed to unmute or because I'd like a very interactive class. So if you're not allowed to unmute, I expect you to use your chat box.
They are allowed to unmute.
Awesome.
Depends how you want the class to actually go.
Please, I want them to unmute. Let's talk, okay? All right, so how has the bootcamp been so far? I can see your names. I can see your names. If you don't unmute, I'll call your name and I'll ask you to unmute yourself. So it's better for you to answer the ones that are quite easy. Because if you don't
Fine,
answer,
ma. It has been great, ma.
awesome. Okay, okay, thank you. It has been great. I've heard a lot of that. I'm glad to hear. So today we are talking about becoming confident and building self-esteem in a world of distractions and comparison. Such a heavy topic. I don't want us to approach it with a lot of lecture. I want us to talk, okay? I want us to talk. So let me start by asking this question. Is there anybody here? You just have to. Why can't I see the videos of everybody? I was hoping that I'll be able to see your faces. So Toby, Didara, Miss Fia, Arolua, Gift, Nora, anybody here, Bernice, turn on your videos. You can see my face. I want to see your beautiful faces too. So please turn on your videos. Turn on your videos. Turn on your videos. So that when I ask some questions, you just have to wave your hands and I know that you can hear and you can see me. So I want to ask, how many of us have ever done this? Me, I know I've done it before. Many people still do it. Um, how many of us have seen people? First of all, let me ask, how many of us have access to social media? Just like this. I don't want to assume we all do. Wave your hands or use the hand raise emoji. How many of us have access to social media? Only two people. Okay, more hands are coming up. How many of us have access to social media? Only five people. The rest of you do not have access to social media. You don't use social media yet. Okay, okay. Nine. Okay. Okay, awesome. So almost all of us then. Great. So let me ask this question, and let's be very truthful about it. How many of us have seen people online and we just think, I want to be like this person? That's the first question. How many of us? If your video is on, you can just wave your hands. If your video is on, you can just wave your hands. How many of you have seen people online and you're like, I want to be like this person? Just wave, just wave. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, I was about to ask some people, you've never seen anybody online and you just want to be like, you admire the person. Did nobody? I can see you, so you can shake your head or nod. Okay, more people are raising their hands. All right, great, great. Then the last question now, the last question. How many of us have seen people online and compared ourselves to them? And that comparison can be like, oh, look at what she's doing. I want to do that too. Or this is what she has. I wish I had that too. Now, the person doesn't have to be older than you, younger than you, as long as you've seen someone online and you have consciously or subconsciously compared yourself to them. You look at them and feel like you want what they have, or um, you feel like, this person is my mate, but see what this person is doing, see what this person has, see where this person has gone to, and I've never been there. There's no shame in it. Let us be honest. If you haven't, awesome. But if you have compared yourself to anybody, maybe you start comparing yourself and you immediately cut yourself, just wave your hands. Let me see. Raise your hands. Only two people have their hands raised. If that's the case, you don't need this training now. Coach Judith is like, okay, more hands are coming up. Okay, because I was about to ask Coach Judith if I should just pack up and go, because I think that we are all very well adjusted to the social media life. Only three persons. Okay, some have dropped their hands and some raised their hands. Great. What I want to tell you is that every question I have asked you is human. Let me start with this because we are talking about becoming confident and building self-esteem in a world of distraction and comparison. I have to start with something very important about comparison. And what I will tell you is that comparison is a normal thing. It's a normal human phenomenon. I don't care who you are. Nobody, I mean nobody. I have spoken with clergymen, as pastors, priests. I have spoken with professionals. I have spoken with people I look up to. I've spoken with people that look up to me. And I am telling you, nobody is above comparison. What we tend to do because of that comparison is what we need to learn. So I see someone and I feel like, oh, this person is my mate and see all the things they've achieved. It is a normal human thing. It is what you do after you feel that way that now begins to separate those that have a healthy self-esteem from those that have an unhealthy self-esteem, right? So today we are going to explore these things, and I will tell you exactly, by the time we're done with this class, the goal is that you will know exactly how to handle these things and you'll be on your way to building a healthy self-esteem. So we don't want to pretend that comparison doesn't exist. Whether you raise your hand or not, if it's not online, it's in person. You have looked at another person and compared yourself to them one way or the other. So we are not going to say that comparison does not exist. We want to learn how to work with it, how to build our self-esteem so that we know exactly how to handle it even as we go far. And I'll start by saying this. Right now, the noise that we have in the world is because there are two worlds existing side by side. One is the real world, and the other is what we call Instagram world or social media world. So this is what our brain does. I'm trying to establish comparison, and then we work our way back. This is what our brain does. Our brain compares all the time. It does. Our brain compares all the time, and it doesn't compare our life against another life exactly as it is. What it does is it compares our life with the highlights of another person's life. How many of you have had maybe your parents are scolding you, or you're just pissed about something? A friend has annoyed you, you are actually angry, you're not having a good day. And the first thought that came to your head is, let me pick up a camera and record this. How many of us have ever done that? Of course, there's no hand going up because it's not normal. Our everyday life that is boring, that is slow, that can be annoying sometimes, we do not try to. The topic is, okay, Toby, the topic is becoming, hold on, becoming confident and building itself, healthy self-esteem in a world of distraction and comparison. So we're working our way back now. So our everyday life, when you go to buy frozen food, iced chicken, iced fish, and you are just tired, you want to go and lie down. We do not take captures of that, but our body feels it, our emotion feels it. But then you go online and you see someone's video or picture where they have gone out to have a really nice time. What you're not seeing is what their day looked like before they went out. What you're not seeing is what their day looked like even after they went out. You do not even know for sure that it is that same day that they went out. You only have a highlight reel. We only have a highlight reel. Let me give you an example. 2 Saturdays ago, I went out. I was really tired. Like I was tired, and I could not. I was not functioning well mentally. I felt really overwhelmed. And so my husband was like, "Oh, let's go out on a date." I said, "Yeah, I love the idea, but instead of doing restaurants and all of that, let us go and play." I was like, let's just go and play. Let's take our children to their grandparents' house and then let's go and play. That morning, preparing my children, driving them to their grandparents' house, it was crazy because you're trying to do one thing, this one has gone to scatter this one. We said we were going to leave the house by 10, by 12, we were still just driving out. The whole day was crazy at first, but we eventually dropped them. We were coming out, our car, the road was not really good. So the car that we washed had become musty and dusty. And I remember since I was like, oh, why is this car looking like this? You now go to this place and then people will think that you don't need to wash your car. And oh, these were all the things happening in my head. It wasn't the best of times, but I just kept looking forward to, okay, we are going here. For those of you that know Abuja, we went to Erikesa and then we went to Farm City. Now, by the time we went to Erikesa, we had a good time. I did not finish the food that I ordered because I'm not a fan of sugar, but I took some videos there. I went to Farm City, I took some videos there. Now, the videos I took from both Erikesa and Farm City, put them together, they were not up to 1 hour. I went on TikTok. I just used a template because I'm a lazy editor. I did not have time to start cutting and editing. I just used a template, put something together, and I shared it. And once we were done, we went back, picked up our children, came back, did night routine. It was slow, it was boring and all. Now, there's someone on social media seeing that post and not understanding that that is just 1 hour of my life. And because at that particular moment, they are struggling with their toddler and they are feeling stressed, they are comparing themselves to me and they're like, oh, I wish I had her life. Do you see how very useless it is to be wishing that kind of thing? Because you do not have the full picture. You just have a highlight reel. You just have 15 seconds video that I put together. Sorry, hold on a minute. There's a rider outside my house. So you do not have it. Now, I'm not saying that when people post online, it's a lie. It's not. It's just that you are judging your entire life with one person's highlight reel, one person's 10 minutes out of 24 hours a day highlight reel. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So these are the two words that we live in, and I want you to take note of them. You have homework, you have family to take care of, you have food to cook. For those of you that have started taking care of as a teenager, I think I was already responsible for cooking for the entire family. Some of you are already at that point. You have bad hair days, you have pimples, acne popping out of your face. You have days where you have failed. You have days where things are not just working for you, but your brain is constantly comparing your life to edited stuff online. Perfect lightning, perfect skin, people going on vacations, people that have perfect grades, people that have, in quotes, perfect bodies. All of these are highlight reels of people. So can we agree, first of all, that it is utterly useless to compare our real life to other people's life on social media? Can we agree? I just want a thumbs up, a nod. I want to be sure that I'm not alone. Awesome. Awesome. Good. So let's not do that. All right. Now I want us to do something. Do you have a pen and a paper with you? You're not going to answer this. I just want you to do it. If you have a pen and a paper with you, I want you to write, I compare myself the most when I see. Then I want you to think. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Think about it. What do you find yourself compare? Because remember, I told you we're working backwards. So let us find out exactly what the trigger is, right? And then we'll work our way backward. I compare myself the most when I see people with, now write what it is. I'm not going to ask you to list them. So feel free to
When
be.
I
I compare
see
myself the most when I see dash, dash, dash. You fill it in. So for instance, I can say, I compare myself the most when I see people that are, let me see. When I see people that are skinnier, or when I see people that appear wealthier, or when I see people that have that that are more educated than me. So now this is personal. That's why I'm just giving you an example, right? This is personal. Okay, Nora said I compare myself the most when I see people taller than me. Please take note. You don't have to share it public. Okay, yes, that's an example. Thank you. You don't have to share it publicly. Just write it on your notes. I expect that we all have a note we are using to do this. If you're not speaking, please mute yourself. If you're not speaking, please mute yourself. Chinedu Chioma. Okay, great. Thank you. So I compare myself the most. I'm going to give 2 minutes. I'm going to give 2 minutes for us to. I'm going to give 2 minutes for us to do that. Once you're done, just put the thumbs up. Think very well. What is the thing that you see with people that makes you compare yourself the most to them? I want you to think about it. Whatever it is that you feel like they have more than you, or that you. Okay, I'm still waiting for others. Once you're done, just do thumbs up so that I'm sure that you're done. I don't want to leave anybody behind. Maybe I compare myself to people when I see that their parents do this, when I see that they travel, when I see that they're taller than me, when I see that they are more beautiful, when I see, just have it there. No judgment. Just write it. Be very. Excuse me, please. Be very honest with yourself. Have we all written down what we compare the most about ourselves? Have we? All right, great. So let's just, great. So let's just leave that and come back. We will come back to that. Great. Let's just leave that. We will come back to that, okay? We will come back to that. Now, the second thing I want us to do is I want us to also understand what validation is and then what confidence is, right? I wanted you to write the thing that, because what you have written now is what you are most insecure about. That's exactly what you have written. So that's why you see, can you still see me? Because I feel like my video is frozen. Okay, hold on. How about now? Can you
Yes,
see
we
me?
can hear you now.
Great. So what we have written is what we are most insecure about. That's exactly what we have now written in that comparison folder. It is what we are most insecure about. Why does this keep freezing? That's what we have written. Okay. Now, there are things that I want us to learn about building self-esteem. People think that being confident means that you do not have any fears, that being confident means that you think or you believe that your life is perfect, but very far from it. Very far from it. Remember, we're working our way back up. Very far from it. We're going to address the insecurities that we just wrote right now. We're going to address that, but let's walk back. People think that being confident means that your life is perfect, or you have everything you need, or that you are not afraid of anything, but that is far from it. Do you know that you can be confident and you can still be nervous about doing something? You can still be scared about doing something. Do you know you can be confident and there are parts of your life where you do not necessarily think that they are perfect? Now, let me give you an example. And I'm trying to get very practical because we're teenagers. I've been there before. When I was a teenager and I was in secondary school, I actually went to a boarding house. When I got into that boarding house, I used to think that I was quite boisterous and confident, but I was broken. I was broken, and this is what happened. So, in school, then I'm very intelligent, so you could not come to me about grades. Like you cannot try to break me down with my grades. I'm very intelligent. I had good scores. I have always known that I'm a beautiful girl. It's something that I heard growing up. So it's in my head that, oh, I am beautiful. Now, the way I know that I am beautiful, there are some people that believe that they are not beautiful, but we'll come back to that. But there are two things that I was most insecure about. And those two things were pointed out to me even as joke from time to time as I was growing up as a child. One, people would tell me, oh, you have rabbit teeth, because these two front teeth are obviously bigger than the rest of my teeth. Two, people would tell me that I had knock knees. And when I was in school, I feel like because in school then you can either call somebody Olodo, call the person Lepashandi, Orobo, all those kind of very nasty names that bullies like to call people. I did not fall into any of those categories, but unfortunately for me, they noticed that I was insecure about my legs. And someone led the campaign and she started calling me scissors legs. And anytime she calls me that, it would hurt me so much. Okay, yes, please, it's K-leg. Yeah. And it was actually, it's not even pronounced like, but that was the thing that they could just hold and capitalize on. It's not even pronounced. I walk well. Okay. And the funny thing is, the person that was leading this particular campaign, she had an issue with her leg. So one leg was significantly shorter than the other leg. So all of her shoes, she didn't used to wear normal shoes. They used to make her shoes. All of her shoes, one will have like 4 extra inches of full sole, and the other one will be flat so that she can walk normally, but she still had an obvious limp. But it is so surprising that this lady was the same person that was calling me scissors leg that time. And she will call me that name. I will be so heartbroken. I'll be so heartbroken. I'll feel sad. And she knew she was getting at me, so she will continue to do that. But even after we left secondary school, and there's a reason I told you that lady's story, everything will tie up in the end. Even after we left secondary school, I then became so conscious of it. I would go to university and I was buying long gowns. I was not wearing trousers. I was buying long gowns because I was so conscious of my leg. That was my insecurity. So I'll see people online, maybe they wore trousers and t-shirts, and I'm just looking at them wishing that I could do that because I was already in my head about the fact that I have always been teased with my leg. And if you are a teenager, there are chances that there is something that you are insecure about. I have spoken to a lot of teenagers. I've spoken to my siblings. If one of my sister told me I don't like my arms, that's why I never wear short sleeves or sleeveless. And I'm like, what is wrong with your arms? But that's just the truth about being a teenager. You're going to have something that you are insecure about. And when people find out that you're insecure about that thing, they will zero in on it. So imagine someone that if I was a bully, I had more cause, something to bully her with. But because I had a low self-esteem, she was bullying me. I could not fight for myself. I was not a bully, so I could not bully her back in the same way she was bullying me. That's not me. You're not going to make me into a bully just because you're a bully. But I could not stand up for myself. So anytime she does that, I will just get sad. I will walk away. Sometimes I'll go somewhere and I'll go and cry and all of that. Now, do you think that me becoming confident now means that I have gone to straighten my leg, I've gone to do a surgery or something? No, that's not what happened. I don't know if I asked Judith now, Judith, have you noticed that I have knock knees? I don't know if she would have noticed. I don't know. You've seen me several times. Coach Judith, have you noticed that I have knock knees?
Yes, even that time you used to come to the house. Yes,
Eh,
notice
eh,
several.
Okay, great. So now, since you have known me, have you seen me with all of those my long skirts that I used to wear anymore? Have you ever seen me with a long skirt that is not Ankara? Now, why I asked that question is because I did not go to straighten my legs to gain my confidence back. I did what I'm going to teach you people today. And it is understanding that your life doesn't have to be perfect to be confident. Confidence means that you know who you are. And even with whatever you think is a flaw, you are worthy. The truth is that Judith, my friend, has even noticed because I have spoken about it before. We've slept in each other's rooms. We have friends, like friends, even till we get to the house. She knows me. Most people on the first, second meet do not even realize that. When I tell this story, sometimes people now look at me, and that's when they're trying to look at my leg to like, oh, you have, because my confidence has now overshadowed everything that I thought was a flaw. I walk confidently. Even today, I went out, I wore shorts because that's what I like to wear. And I was punishing myself wearing long skirts before because I was insecure and I was battling with confidence. It did not mean that my leg got straightened. Honestly, I do not even care what it looks like when I'm walking. I don't know. I do not care. I just know that when I say it, most people now start looking at my leg like, oh, I didn't notice that before. You know why they did not notice? Because I'm no longer drawing attention to it. So many of us wear our insecurity on our sleeves. So once somebody sees you, you are already apologizing for something that you consider a flaw. I would be laughing. Now, when I got into university one day, I started working on my self-esteem. So I was no longer shy. Before, if I was laughing, I'd be like this. Do you know I was doing that? I was trying to cover what was called urabilities. And I'm going to tell you a very quick story. One of the days in university, someone in my choir just stopped me and he was like, please don't take this the wrong way, but anytime you smile, it's just so beautiful, especially because of this, your two-fronted. And I thought he was insulting me. I was really working on my self-esteem quite all right, but I didn't respond to him well. I honestly thought he was trying to use style to insult me. This is something that I've been insecure about, and I'm just getting out of it. And you are telling me that you are always admiring it. I got angry. And I didn't say, oh, thank you so much or anything. I just left. By the time I met my husband, when he was still my boyfriend, he would always compliment He will always compliment my smile and my teeth. I'm like, how? Now we are married 5 years. We've known each other for almost 7 years, and he still genuinely believes that I have very beautiful. So it's like the thing that I even considered an insecurity. To others, they were seeing the beauty in it. But because I was so consumed with what I thought was a flaw in my head, if I'm laughing, I'll be covering my mouth like this. This is how I used to laugh all the time. And till I got into university, you will never find any photo of me smiling. You will, I should open the teeth. You will never find. No, like there was one of my uncle when I went to write post UTME, and he was like, you must smile and take picture today because I will rather not take that picture than for me to open my teeth in a picture. It was that bad. But go to my social media accounts now. If you see me frowning my face, it's because I want to do attitude posts. I'm always smiling. It's not something that I even think about. And I'm like, how did I ever allow someone to make me believe that I had like that my teeth was funny? How did I ever allow someone to make me believe that? I'm telling you these stories because these are things that I struggled with as teenagers, as a teenager. And these were things that when I look at other people, I'll compare myself with them. I wish I had their life. I remember they were telling me that someone went for a knee surgery and the person lost their life. And instead of me to say, oh my God, I accept my fate the way it is, I was praying to God that when I have money for knee surgery, let me not lose my life. Can you imagine how foolish that was then at that time? Now I have the money for the knee surgery, but why would I even want to do it? But it was the overwhelming. So usually when people tell teenagers, oh, why are you stressing about that? What do you mean your hand is big? What do you mean your nose is big? Come on, go. I'm like, no, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do that because what you think is a very minute thing that they should not worry about is the center of their entire life right now. You are buying clothes, you are looking at the length of the clothes, you are not buying trousers, you are doing it's consuming your head. So that is very normal. Sometimes it may not even be a physical thing, it may be ability. You are around a lot of people that can sing and you wish you can sing too. You're taking singing lessons just so that you can feel like one of them. So confidence does not mean that your life is perfect. Confidence does not mean that you have everything. Confidence does not mean that you have no flaws. Confidence does not mean that you are the standard in everything. It means that you have come to an understanding that you as a person, you are a collection of everything that you need. So there's nothing about your life that is a waste. There's nothing about your life that is a mistake. There's nothing about your life that could have been better. I'm a Christian and I believe so strongly. And that was one of the things that I used when I was building my self-esteem, that God created me. I'm wonderfully and fearfully created. He thought about it. He took his time with me. It's not a mistake, right? So these are some of the things that I think about. And because of that, you will understand the difference between validation and confidence. Some of you think that you are confident, but you just have a lot of validation. What does validation look like? You remember when I told you that I have always believed that I was beautiful? It did not really come from within. It was because as a child, I mean, most of the time when you see fair children and they have hair, people just keep calling them beautiful, beautiful. It was because a lot of people were calling me beautiful. Do you know the first day I realized that what I had was validation, not confidence? I had done something, I resumed very late, and so I missed out on a professorship opportunity. And my house mistress was really angry with me about that, and she called me Ochakoma. What that means is in Igbo is that you are just fair, and it's that fairness that makes people think that you are beautiful. But the undertone of it is if we remove your fairness, you are no longer a beautiful person. And that single statement shook my entire belief. That was she said that to me in my final like SS3. That was SS2 going into SS3 when we were supposed to do professorship handout. She said that to me, and that shook my entire belief that I was beautiful. That was how I knew that it did not come from within. It came because everybody was saying it. So I knew I was beautiful, but I did not believe it. So confidence is what you believe about yourself. Validation is what everybody tells you. People tell you that you're talented, you believe it, but deep down, you are not entirely sure that you're talented. Confidence comes from understanding your identity, who you are. And it does not filter the good from the bad. It takes all of them together. That's what confidence looks like. Oh, I wish I was more busty. But right now, you are a teenager, you are not. And these things are crazy because as a teenager, I used to actually wish I did not, what they call it, I did not bloom on time. What's it, puberty? It didn't come for me on time. So by the time my mates were already using pad, wearing bras, I was still wearing sports bras. I was not using pad. And I remember how I used to be so, I want to. Judith, should we tell them? Because, because right now, after breastfeeding, after taking care of children, after having my periods for many years in my life, I'm like, I cannot believe I was in a hurry to get to this stage. I can't believe it. Like, what? Now I want to be going out to sports bra. I cannot do it. So confidence is not that you think everything is perfect. It's that you know who you are. So we're going to do a bit of affirmation. I saw the affirmation you guys did when you started. It was beautiful. We're going to do a bit of affirmation, but I want you to understand that the difference, have it at the back of your head. The difference between validation and confidence is validation comes from other people. And because people are giving it to you, people can take it away from you. So by yourself, you do not think that you are all that. It's people that are telling you and it's making your head swell. The day one person tells you, that's why you see people online and you think that they are very confident. One day somebody comes to drag them and they just lose it. They just lose it. They become crazy because it was never confidence. It was validation. So when someone comes and says, this person is not even talented, it's just because they are a Nepo baby, it's because they are this, they will come and start trying to defend themselves. They are insulting the people. They've just lost it. Because how dare you take back your validation from me? And I want us to grow up to be teenagers that are not seeking, to grow up to be women, sorry, that are not seeking validation from other people. It means that when you think about something, you sit down with your thoughts, you think about something enough, and you have an opinion. You do not need other people to validate that opinion. It is your opinion. Yes, you can be open to, debating with someone, understanding the angle that they are coming from, but you're not waiting to validate that decision. Some of you will grow up and you will begin to get into seasons of your life where you are considering relationships. For someone who has validation instead of confidence, you will find a guy that you like, and this guy is asking you out, but you are showing him to your friends first. You want to hear what they think about him first before you even know whether you like. So if your friends think that he is cool, you now say, okay, yes, he's cool. If your friends think that he is not, then he's not cool. That is what validation looks like. But for someone that have confidence, what it looks like is, I know what it is that I want in a man. If I see it, I can identify it, and that is enough for me to know that, okay, this person is this. So if you're looking for validation now, it's not actually confidence. Instead, you're saying, oh God, for those of us that are Christians, it will not be God that you're bringing it to, not for your friends to see and say, oh, some of us will be in class. Can you at least show the guide to your parents? Oh, yes. No. Now, that was an example I was giving, but let me explain very well so that I don't confuse you. You see somebody, and on your own, you think you like the person, you want to pay attention to this person. When I was in school, then I promised myself I was not going to get into any relationship in secondary school, and I was not going to get into any relationship until I got to at least 300 level. I did not want that kind of distraction. That was a promise I made to myself, and that was a promise I kept to myself. But within that time, of course, a lot of guys will be coming trying to ask me out, right? Now, I can see the guy and I think that this guy is decent. This guy makes sense. This guy. But sometimes some of you are surrounded by people that are maybe very superficial and they're like, ah, this guy does not, okay, when you now grow, now you're adults. This guy does not have money like that, though. This guy is this one, oh. This guy is that one, oh. And for somebody that you yourself have vetted, and based on the important factors of life, you have noticed that this guy is hardworking. This guy is relentless. This guy is kind. This guy is honest. This guy is, yeah, you've listed all of these things about this guy, and he looks like he makes sense. But because your friends do not think that he is the in guy or he is, a hot catch, they are now making you doubt your own convictions. That is what I mean by seeking validation. Of course, you have to talk to God about it. You have to talk to your parents about it. Of course, I'm just saying that validation looks like what other people think about anything at all in your life. You see a gown, you like it, you actually love the gown. Then your friend comes and says, why are you wearing this Mary Amaka gown? All of a sudden, the gown is ugly in your eyes. That's an example of someone that lives by validation. Someone that lives by confidence say, I looked at this gown in a mirror, I loved it. All I want to do now is find a shoe that will match this gown and I will go out with it. So I want us to do this thing. I want us to do this thing as we go about our day. Ask yourself, concerning this thing, am I seeking validation or am I confident in it? I know I am beautiful, but does it come from people validating me or do I genuinely believe that I am beautiful? I know I am smart. Does it come because teachers have told me or do I genuinely believe that I'm smart? Do you know that for people that believe that they are smart, if life hands them a difficult opportunity, the first thing that they think to themselves is, Chika, you're a smart person. You can figure this out. Because they believe that they are smart. They are not waiting for people to tell them. That's the difference. And that's where I want us to get to. That's where I want us to get to. Because if you are confident, you will know. I will tell you how to handle comparison. Remember, I'll tell you how to handle that. But if you are confident, by a very far degree, it will help you reduce the amount to which you compare yourself to people. Then for the things that happen, for the comparisons that may begin to now happen a bit more naturally, I will tell you how to handle it. So that's why I want us to work on confidence and self-esteem. It is the knowing your identity, right? So there are 4 things that kill confidence, and then there's something that builds confidence. So let's start with the things that kill confidence so that we can get that out of the way. The first thing is comparison. The first thing is comparison, right? Comparison tells you if this person is winning, I must be losing. So you see somebody announcing something that they are proud of, something that they've won, and you automatically think that it means that you are losing. So maybe it is your dream to travel abroad on a scholarship, and someone else gets that scholarship before you. That does not automatically mean that you have failed. That is just their time. It's their scholarship. Continue applying for your own. Your own will come at the right time. It will come at the right time. So comparison says, oh, if this person is winning, then I'm definitely losing. But confidence says, if this person is winning, then it means that it is possible for me to win too. And I want us to have this mindset shift. The next time you see somebody doing something that you want to do, say it out. Don't just think it in your heart. Don't just think it in your heart. Say it out loud. If Chidera got a scholarship and we grew up from the same environment, we went to the same school, and she was able to get a scholarship to go to the US, it means that it is possible for me too. So I will not give up. I will continue to work until my turn comes. That is confidence. Comparison is, Chidera got the scholarship. There's no hope for me anymore. I'm a loser. You go and suck. The sky is wide enough. so wide for all of us to swim in. The second confidence killer is people pleasing. That's the second confidence killer. People pleasing. When you're trying to make everybody happy, you're trying to make everybody like you. See, you're not ice cream. Even if you are ice cream, do you know there are people that don't like ice cream? In fact, I am currently in a season of my life where I do not like ice cream. It hurts my teeth. Maybe it's old age, I don't know. But I do not like ice cream anymore. Even shawarma that I used to like before, I was telling somebody, it's been 5 months since I tasted shawarma. So you are not ice cream. Why do you want everybody to like you? It's okay for people not to like you. And see, I have been in that bondage where I'm trying so hard to make everybody like me. If I find out somebody is acting funny, I'll not start wondering, what? Number two is people pleasing. People pleasing. If I find out that somebody that used to like me before, maybe the person is beginning to behave funny and all, I will get very anxious. I will get very nervous. I'm trying to get back on their good books. Now I'm at the point where if I notice you're acting funny, I may just have a discussion with you like, oh, this is what I've noticed. Is there a problem? If you say there's no problem and you just keep going far from me, I will let you be. If you say there's a problem and you tell me what the problem is, we'll talk about it like matured adults and we'll come to an understanding of it. People pleasing kills confidence because when you're trying to please everybody, you will lose yourself. And remember, your confidence is built on the understanding of who you are, your identity. So if you're trying to please everybody, it means you do not know who you are. You will lose yourself, and that means you do not know who you are, and that will kill your confidence. The third thing is negative self-talk. Negative self-talk. A lot of us do it a lot. You do it as a joke, you do it with seriousness. You say, I'm too dumb to understand this thing, and you laugh about it because you think that if you laugh about it, other people will laugh about it and then they will not notice it with you. People are cracking jokes at your expense and you're laughing with them, or you even decide to crack the joke first. I heard someone once say, I call myself fat and ugly so that people will not say it behind my back. I said, no, that's not confidence. There's nobody God created that is ugly. Nobody. You're here and you feel like, oh, you're struggling with your weight. You don't like the way you look. Do you know what a confident person would do? A confident person would work on losing that weight. That's what they will do. They will not keep sitting down and just get feeling sorry for themselves, making themselves the butt of every joke, laughing about themselves. You ask yourself, what can I do about this? Now, negative self-talk usually has to do with the things that we believe about ourselves. And I'm going to give a very practical way on how to handle this before we even go into the things you can do for confidence so that we don't mix it up. When there is something that you genuinely believe that you are not good at, or something that you think you lack, something that you think is a fault with you, let me use weight gain for an example. If you grow up and you're really big and you don't like it, people are talking to you anyhow about it. Instead of now being defensive and making yourself the butt of every joke, calling yourself fat and ugly, so that when people call it to you, it would not hurt you. You want to sit down and ask yourself, what can I do about this situation? Two things will happen. You will either find out that there's something you can do or there's nothing you can do. For instance, with my knock knee, I asked myself, what can I do about it? Either surgery or accept it. The third one is negative self-talk. I will run through it when I'm done. Either surgery or accept it. I decided I did not want surgery. So what did I do? I accepted it. And I don't go around saying, oh, me and my K-leg. Oh, me and my... No. I can walk well. That's the most important thing. I wear the clothes that I like. That's the most important thing. I'm not going to allow myself to become the butt of a joke. I'm not going to start doing negative self-talk with myself. For something like weight gain, you ask yourself, oh, what can I do? What you can do looks like, okay, I can begin to run every day, walk every day, try to cut down on the things I'm eating, stop eating fried food. I will research and find out how exactly I can work towards trying to lose weight. And I will do that. And because you are actively working on a goal to change something about yourself that you know will make you better, it even boosts your confidence more. But we're going to get to the things that boost our confidence very shortly. Here's the number 3 thing that kills negative self-talk. The number 4th thing is living online more than offline. When you're always watching other people's life online, I'm telling you that there is no way you will watch other people's life consistently that you will not believe that their life is better than yours. I'm not even here to start telling you, oh, people lie online. People, no, let us even assume everything we see online is the truth. Let's assume that it is the truth. Do you know that because you're watching other people's life, you will miss out all the beauty of your own life? The things that people are recording and putting online that is making you think that they have this fantastic life. Some of you have it in your everyday life, but because you do not stop to notice the things that are good about you, you are living online and you are consuming people's life. You just assume that they are better than you. So you have to learn to sit with yourself. Now, what are the things that grows our confidence? Number 1, understanding who you are. You are fearfully and you're wonderfully made. God did not make a mistake with you. There's nothing about you that is a mistake. Nothing about you that is a mistake. Number 2 is when you are able to set goals and achieve them. Sometimes lack of confidence is because we do not trust ourselves. What's the best way to build trust in yourself and to remind yourself of who you are? Is to say, I will do this thing, and then you do it. Do you know, even as children, my toddler, sometimes when she's struggling with something, she's struggling to do something, I just leave her. She struggles. So when she finally does it, she'll say, yay, I did it. Mommy, I did it. And before you know, next time she wants to do something more than that one that she did before. You know why? Setting that goal and achieving it, even though she didn't know that it was a goal she set, but saying, oh, I want to do this thing. For instance, today I want to wear my shoe by myself. She may be struggling. I'm tempted to help her. I will just leave her. She will struggle. When she finally does it, she say, yeah, I did it. Next, tomorrow, she'll tell me, Mommy, I want to tie the shoe myself. You know why? Her confidence has been built. Now she knows she can wear her shoe. The next step is to tie the shoe. Previously, when I'm making tea for her, Mommy, let me press the dispenser. Now it's, Mommy, can I put the milk by myself? Can I? It's once you do little things that boost your confidence every day, it compounds. It makes you think that you can trust yourself. Also, when you make a promise to yourself, you keep that promise to yourself. Oh, I'm going to use social media for only 5 hours every day. You do it for the first day, the second day, the third day. By the first week, the second week, you're already feeling proud of yourself because you kept to that promise. I think I have just 7 minutes left. Let me try to round up. You're already feeling proud of yourself. When you make a promise to yourself, keep that promise to yourself. Keep that promise to you and set small goals. Don't set goals that are too big that you fail and then it just scatters your confidence. Set small goals and grow from there. For some of you, your first goal can be, okay, I am going, instead of saying, oh, I want to get all A's in so and so topic, it can be, I am going to read for 1 hour 4 times a week every week. That is totally within your control. And reading for 1 hour 4 times in a week is going to get you closer to getting all A's. But instead of putting, oh, I'm going to get all A's, and then maybe you now get B's and it shatters your confidence, start from the things that are within your control. Start from the things that are within your control. Let me give you another personal example. After I gave birth to my second child, of course, I gained a lot of weight and I was trying to lose the weight. If I had gone and said, oh, my goal is to lose 25 kg by so and so months, if I don't hit it, I will feel sorry for myself and I would take comfort in food and I will get bigger. But what did I set as a goal? I will walk 10,000 steps every day except Sundays. And then I will eat my first meal at 12 and eat my last meal before 7 p.m. Those things are entirely within my control. And do you know that by doing that every day, my confidence began to grow. And as my confidence is growing, I'm actually seeing the results that I actually want. So now when I tell somebody, oh, I'm going to do 30K steps, I'm not wondering how will I do it. I said I was going to do 10K steps and I did it. So when I tell myself I will do 30K steps, I know I will do it. Why? I have built confidence in the little things. The second thing I will tell you about building confidence is what we call mirror therapy. And this is especially important because you need to speak to yourself. And I want us to take this activity. From today, every day you find a mirror in your house, stand in front of that mirror and speak to yourself. Your affirmation will be different based on what you believe about yourself, where you are, right? So, for instance, if you struggle with believing that you are smart, your affirmation should be something like, Chika, you're a smart person. Whatever you put your mind to do, you can achieve. Write out your affirmations based on that thing that you wrote that you compare yourself to others with. Speak to yourself because your confidence is damaged by negative self-talk. Your confidence can also be built by positive self-talk. Now, if there's a part of your body that you don't like, mirror therapy is also the way to go. When I used to feel so insecure about my body, I would stand in front of a mirror fully and I will tell myself, you are beautiful. Your legs, they walk well. They lead you to beautiful places. I will speak life into it. I will speak positively to my body. I will look at my body. I will smile at myself. I will be happy. I did that until I believed it in my spirit that I was beautiful and that there was nothing wrong with me. I did it so much till I believed it. My husband would tell people, say, if my wife set her mind to do something, she will definitely do it. I didn't used to be like that. But I've said it to myself over and over that even my husband now believes it. So when I'm not doing something, he'll just say, you have not set your mind to do this thing. I know you don't want to do it yet. I believed it so much. So much that I stopped wearing long skirts. The only thing that is long in my wardrobe is like all this lace. You know, this ashwebi, most ashwebi clothes are below the knee, they are long. I don't think this is for us, Emanuela. So mirror therapy, very, very important. Tell yourself things you like about yourself. Tell yourself things you want to believe about yourself. And then do that very often. Okay? Stop comparing yourself to people. Now, I said I was going to talk about what we do with comparison. If there is anybody that you see on your feed, and every time you see them, you feel your heart beating, you feel yourself comparing yourself and all, stop right there and celebrate them. Do that verbally. Celebrate them. Wow, this person has done this. I am so happy for her. In fact, if you can go to the comment section, congratulate the person. Now, if you notice that that thing keeps coming over and over and over again, cut the feed temporarily. What does that mean? It can look like either unfollowing that person or muting their post. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean you hate them. It doesn't mean you are envious of them. But remember, you are trying to build yourself. You don't want to keep falling into that trap. So it is okay to just mute them for a little while. Because let me tell you, if you mute them and you continue working on your confidence, a time will come when after you unmute them, they don't have that effect on you anymore. But right now that you're still struggling with that, do not continue feeding yourself what makes you feel like people are better than you. So if you try it the first time, the second time, where you openly celebrate them, you congratulate them, but you notice it's still happening every time, then take a pause. Just mute their post for a little while. It doesn't make you a bad person. Then what do? Find another person to compare yourself with, but this time around, let that person be. Maybe the word should not be compared. Find another person to look up to. This time around, let that person not be your peer. Because usually the most comparison happens peer to peer. So you're seeing this person that is your mate achieving all these things that you want to achieve. You are a human being. You are a human being. So don't flog yourself that you're feeling that way. If you have tried to congratulate and celebrate and it still hasn't totally gone, just mute them. Then look for someone that is ahead of you, that is achieving things in the way you want to achieve. Now, what now happens is you're looking at them, but instead of comparing yourself to them, you are looking up to them and you are trying to catch up to them. But in trying to catch up to them, you know This is very practical. I'm telling you because I have done it. I've helped a lot of people do this. You know that they are not your mates. You know you don't expect the same result, but because you admire them and you look up to them and you're trying to catch up to where they are, you find out that you are doing the things that you need to. I hope this is not too much for your age. I hope you guys can understand this. I hope it's not too. I didn't get the exact teenage age. But the faces I'm seeing now is not a lot of 13-year-old. So I hope that this is not too much for your age. See, find somebody that more like a mentor. That is why people have mentors. They have gone ahead of you. They have done the things that you want to do. So you see that, okay, when this person was here, this person wrote this particular type of exams, maybe that's what you need to do next, right? And all you can, because you're trying to catch up to a picture, you're not struggling with comparison now. You just know that this is who you're looking up to. This person is living your dream life. So let me keep following this person. It helps your confidence. It helps you grow. Because now you're not looking at your mate and wondering, oh, if they are doing it, why can't I do it? And I need you to understand something, that somebody is your mate in age does not mean that they are your mates. They're not your mates in race. You people are not going to die on the same day. Some people will have to exhaust their lifetime in 50 years. Some other people will have to exhaust their lifetime in 85 years. Comparing yourself with one another is not a wise thing. It's not a wise thing. Even the Bible says it, it is not a wise thing. Those that compare themselves with one another are not wise. It's not a wise thing. But then it is a human thing. I hope you guys can see the distinction. So I'm saying that, oh, when you compare yourself with people, it is not wise. But we are also humans. It's like saying, oh, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. So now what can we do to tame the flesh? First, you congratulate, you celebrate them. And if you notice you're constantly still comparing yourself and feeling like you are a failure, please mute them, cut off from them so that you are not constantly seeing that. It doesn't make, and when you're muting them, I'm not saying you should feel any kind of way towards them. No, it's just so that you can stop feeding the source of that comparison. That's all. It's just so you can stop feeding the source and find something else to set your gaze on, right? Also, curate your feed. Curate your feed. Any account that makes you hate yourself, someone that is constantly talking, and every time they talk and you listen to them online, you end up hating yourself. You end up feeling like a failure. There are accounts that do that. Unmute them. In fact, no, don't unmute them. Unfollow them. Block them. Those ones, they are poison. There are influencer accounts where people have gone to work on their body so much, they've done everything because they don't love themselves. And then they come online, they're telling you, oh, if there was one I saw one day, Judith, and the person said, if you have a waist that is more than 28 inches, then just know this. There's a way she put it, but basically saying that anybody with a waist more than 28 inches has the person's body is not beautiful. And I was like, what nonsense is this? Sold this lie to us. Immediately I uninterested because I don't even follow her. You know what of this random this thing that will just come. I just told Instagram I'm uninterested in this kind of content. Don't show this to me. Don't show this person to me again. Somebody that does not love themselves. That's why people are going to remove their ribs so that their waist will be smaller. God gave us ribs. You think that you are wiser than God. You went to remove it so that your waist will be smaller. It's because they keep listening to people like that. So anytime you find something online that makes you feel that just belittles you, makes you feel like you are ugly, like you hate yourself, it means you should stop listening to that. Curate your feed. I've already talked about keeping promises to yourself, and then talk to yourself like someone that you love. Treat yourself. You know, all those things we do to get, and we are all teenage girls. Even if you don't want to have a boyfriend, there are cute things that you do to just, make sure that people consider you cute and all those niceness that you do. Be nice to yourself first before you are nice to any other person. Some of you are nice to everybody, but you talk to yourself like you hate yourself. Talk to yourself with love. Talk to yourself with love. When you make a mistake, instead of saying, God, I'm so stupid, you say, oh, I made a mistake. How can I correct this? That's how you talk to someone you love. So ask yourself, if I love this person, will I tell them you are so stupid? Why did you make this mistake? My daughter pours something on the floor. I will not shout at her and say, Lota, you're a very stupid girl. Come and get her. No. I'll say, you spilled water on the floor. Okay, pick up the cup, go and bring a mop, clean it. Next time, don't fill up the cup that way. That's how I talk to her because I love her. So why is it that when I do the same thing, I'll tell myself I'm stupid? It means I don't love myself. Talk to yourself like someone that you love. And then lastly, spend time becoming. Spend time becoming, develop skills, read more, learn more. Don't be an empty barrel. Some of the reason that people end up hating themselves is because deep down they feel like they do not have substance. Imagine you're a person that reads, you're the person that knows a lot of things, a person that is intelligent, you're a person that is very artistic. Find something that you are interested in and intentionally build yourself in that. Let there be something that you can confidently do. Volunteer to serve in places that you believe in the vision so that you feel connected to a big vision. Learn, learn, because the better you become, the more confident you will feel naturally. Okay? So now I want us to take down these things. Take down these things, and I want us to do the assignment. First of all, we have already written the things that we usually compare ourselves to. So let's do this. One thing I will stop comparing is, I want you to write that same thing that you wrote, that you compare yourself to people. One thing I will stop comparing is, write it there. All right. Next. One thing I love about myself is dash. One thing I love about you don't have to feel everything right now, but you have to make sure. Coach Judith, please, can someone follow up to make sure that they do these activities? One thing I love about myself is dash. One promise I will keep to myself this week is dash. So I want you to feel these three things. One thing I'll stop comparing is dash. One thing I love about myself is dash. One promise I will keep myself this week is dash. So I'm going to close with this. The world is always telling us that we would be better off if we were someone else, if we had another person's face, if we had another person's hair, if we had another person's legs, if we had another person's body, if we had another person's career, if we had another person's. But the truth is that none of that will do anything for you if you do not love yourself, because you are perfect. You are wonderfully, no, not perfect is not the word, but a perfect God made you. You are wonderfully made. You are fearfully made. So you need to understand that these are things that people cannot take away from you. Knowing who you are, they can't take it away from you. Having a good character, they can't take it away from you. Being a better version of yourself every other year, they cannot take it away from you. And I'm going to leave you with this. It's real confidence. R stands for remember who you are. That is knowing your identity. Remember who you are. I'm fearfully made. I'm wonderfully made. I'm beautiful. I am smart. I am kind. I treat people with respect. I do not allow people to treat me with disrespect. These are things that you know about yourself. Remember who you are. E is eliminates comparison. It's not an assignment per se, it's an activity I want you to do. It's an activity. So now you have the mirror therapy. Then you have one thing I'll stop comparing myself with is dash. One thing I love about myself is dash. One promise I'll keep to myself this week is dash. Then I was given an acronym for real confidence, something I want you to always remember. R is for remember who you are. E is for eliminate comparison. I already gave you a practical framework to eliminate comparison. A is for appreciating your uniqueness. Appreciate what is unique about you. That somebody is saying that, oh, you have small ears, you have big ears, it means that those ears are unique. Now that I even remember it, so even this is my ear, that Judy, have you had me plenty in this life? Someone told me that God forgot to give me ears when he was creating me, and then they just threw this one on because my ears are small. Can you imagine? So you need to appreciate your uniqueness. Learn to do that. L, live intentionally. Learn to better yourself every other day. So I want you to write these things down where you can see them and continue going over it and over it again. All right. So,
Ma,
yes,
this what is E for?
E is to eliminate comparison. A is to appreciate your uniqueness. L is live intentionally. Yes. All right. So with that, I hope that I have been able to show you how you can build
But
confidence.
I have a question.
Oh, okay.
L for L is
Yes,
for
sure. Yes. L
Okay,
is for live intentionally. Please ask your question.
my question is, you said something about loving yourself, like you should be kind to yourself. What if there are external factors, like probably the way you told us that when your daughter spills something, you correct her in love. So what if it's not the case for other things like us?
That means the feeling of the negative self-talk is not coming from you, it's coming from other people around. Now,
Yes.
this is a very dicey situation. It's usually not something that is a very dicey situation. It's usually not okay. So what I would say is do not internalize what they tell you. Do not until you can get out of that place. Because I understand that as teenagers, most of the times you do not have the total control to cut yourself out of situations like that. What I would say is do not internalize what they tell you. Do not, in fact, as somebody is telling you you are stupid, in your head, be saying, I am not stupid. Just don't internalize what they tell you. That's it.
But what if you're doing that and sometimes it just comes back, like unconsciously, it just comes back like every time you keep hearing those things. So
Yeah.
aside
Yeah.
like the word of God and all that, what can someone do to
First
like
of
be better?
all, First of all, if this is someone you can talk to, I think that you should talk to them and let them know that you do not like it when this is happening. You do not
No,
like it when they talk to you.
what if it's someone you can't talk to?
If it's someone you can't talk to, the truth is that you just have to wait until you can get out of their hold. And while you're waiting until you can get out of their hold, what you can do is the more they talk negative self-talk, reinforce the positive self-talk even more. So if they tell you that you're stupid twice in a day, you tell yourself you're not stupid 5 times a day.
Okay. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
You're welcome. All right, thank you all so much for having me. Thank you so much, Coach Judith. It was a pleasure being with you guys.
Ah, this is a lot. Do we have any other question before we end this? Because the boys are already in my DM. Do anybody have any other question? Oh yeah, let's throw Coach Precious love emojis because this class was worth every bit of our sitting down and writing. So if you really, really got everything, if not everything, most of what she has said, please. She's deserving of all the love we can show her. Just in the chat, tell her thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. We really appreciate. Thank you for pouring out to us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So right away, we're quickly going to take Torisha gifts, and who again did I say was going to give? Is it Toby? Did I say we give thanks to the speaker?
Me,
Okpeba?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Okpe, go ahead and give vote of thanks.
Okay. Hold on. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Coach Chika, for everything that you have taught us. I felt you were even talking to me directly because I also have K legs and I used to be very, how will I say, self-conscious about it and very insecure about it. But what you have told us now and what you have told me personally, I'm really happy and I I needed this conversation. I needed this talk at this point in my life. So I just want to say a very big thank you. Thank you, Coach Judith. Thank you, everybody, for being here. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you, my darling. Thank you very much. Okay, Torisha, can you take it up from her?
Yes, a very special thank you to you, Ma, for your patience, your guidance, and your support. Thank you for teaching us and encouraging us. We really appreciate you. Thank you, Ma.
Thank you. Thank you, Torisha. Okay, who is the last person? If you're on the call, I think you joined with your parent number, but if you're on the call and I tagged you on the group, just unmute and say vote of thanks if you're on the call. And if you're not, I think we're just going to allow our speaker exit the call. Coach Precious, thank you. Thank you so much. You know now, you know how we roll. Thank you for honoring us with your presence. You had a lot of things to do today. Of course, you have kids, toddlers for that matter, but you still showed up. Thank you for showing up and for giving us your heart because me, I was just writing. I was all writing just to tell you that even me, I needed to hear this again and again and again. Thank you so much, Ma. So we're just going to do some housekeeping. You can exit the call, Ma, if that's fine with you. Thank you. We're just going to do some housekeeping right now.
All right,
And
bye. Thank you, everyone.
thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, girls. Girls, thank you. So I want to appreciate some persons on the call. I'm supposed to be on the boys' chat right now, but I'll just use some few minutes to do that quickly. Let me. Okay, so I want to appreciate Toby. Toby, thank you. Thank you so much for staying on your camera for this long. It takes a lot of discipline, a lot of discipline. Thank you. I watched everybody that constantly stayed on their camera. Thank you, Toby. I also want to say thank you to Torishe. Thank you, darling. Thank you for staying put. Thank you. Thank you. Sophie, you're a darling. You came in on time. You answered a lot of questions. Thank you so much. Okpe, thank you. I see you, girl. I see you. I see you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for doing this. I really, really, at least if I'm giving review to your parents, I know what I will say, right? Thank you. Thank you so much. There was another person that was, I don't know, she was iPhone. She's named iPhone. This thing was dark, but her camera was on. Sweetheart, can you tell me your name again?
My name is Favor.
Favor, thank you. Fav, thank you so much. Thank you for staying open. Your camera was all open, and I really, really, it shows respect to anybody that comes on this call to teach you. It shows that they are not wasting their time because it's at times it's we send out disrespect in different ways. But when an adult, somebody that is going to impact in you, is speaking to you and your camera is on and they see that you're concentrating, it tells them more about your family, where you're coming from, and it tells them more about your person, right? Thank you so much for doing that, girls. I want to let you know that everything that Coach Precious has said today is not just for you. It was also for me. I will tell you something. Day four yesterday, somebody in the line of coaching, what I do, um, was doing something. She's trying to do something, and it felt like I felt immediately that I was not doing enough. I started comparing myself with her. So when I started comparing myself with her, I knew there was a problem. Guess what I did? I reached out to her and I told her I want to serve. Like I want to serve. I want to do ball boy. Do you know what ball boy is? I told her that for the forthcoming program that's coming, she don't need to pay me anything. I just want to serve. I want to look for a way to help her push her program. Immediately I did that, there was this, okay, girl, you did it. Like there was this calmness of the comparison gradually just faded away. The second thing I did, I took my journal. This is why it is important for you to journal. I try as much as possible to write what I am grateful for every day, even if it's one thing. Even if it's God, I thank you that I'm awake. I woke up this morning. Not everybody. I write it down. I went back to my journal. I picked my journal and I started reading everything that God had done for me from January up until now. And I say it would be very ungrateful of me at this point of my life to compare myself with another person and not think of all God has done for me. And at that moment, I started saying, God, thank you. And it just wiped, there was this calm and peace that happened to me. So I'm telling you that it is normal to feel that somebody is doing better than you or you want to live the life of another person. But what you do with that information you get is what is very important, right? If you stay on it for long, it will shape your kind of person. But if you decide that, yes, they are doing better than me, it's not by age, it is by race, like Coach have said. So what is going on currently in my life that I'm grateful for? Look for that thing, right? Look for it and thank God for it. And be consistent with yourself. When she was, me and Precious, we've come a very long way. And that's why I say your friends, the kind of friends you keep also help you. There are days where we share our burdens. Like, we know that this is the struggle we are going through. We would call each other and say, I am going through this. I am going through that. What can I do? So don't look at us as people who have figured it all out. No, we've not. We're still on a journey. You see, right now I'm wearing my natural hair. When I was a teenager, people abused me that was too busty. That was one. Secondly, they said that I look like a man. Please, girls, do I look like a man? Do I look like a man? There was nothing they didn't say. Okay, they said I look like a man because I played football when I was in secondary school. So my structure and everything took the form of a guy, and I couldn't barb my hair. I couldn't because I was. They're already saying I was looking like a man. What would make me barb my hair? I had this inline kind of structure of hair. I couldn't plait it all back because so anything I was plaiting was always coming to the front to cover. But I don't think I feel more comfortable right now wearing a wig, like wearing my natural hair. Like I really like my hair right now. And people, we didn't get to hear a lot of these things when we were growing up. And that's why a lot of us got very low self-esteem because nobody was. In fact, most of the time, this criticism was coming from your own siblings. At times, your parents said they will be the ones to give you these criticisms, right? And you're like, I don't understand. Monkey no they fall from the tree way born am na. Do you understand? But now I know better. I have never said that I want to do BBL or do LAPO or what am I using it for? I know how to hit the gym if I want to build my body. I know what to do. Last month I went to Precious's house and I followed her to do her 10 kilometers walk, right? So everything she said on this call is not a lie. It was actually true, right? I followed her and I did her 10 kilometers walk with her. But because she's doing 10 kilometers walk does not mean I need to do 10 kilometers walk because I don't want to shed down any weight. I don't have any weight that I want to lose. I am okay. If for any reason I want to just be fit. So I would not now say, hey, Precious is working every day. She's working out every day. See how she look. Me too. I must go and work out every day. Another person's race is never your race in this life. And we must all understand that. I hope we get everything that I have said this evening. If you've not done your video, remember that you're supposed to shoot your video. If you've not done your registration, do your registration. If you're turning your tax, turn in your tax, right? Some of the guys are already walking into our call. So let us try and go out so that I can host the guys' call and have their own time, right? Thank you guys for staying. If you have any question and you need clarity, DM me privately, I'll answer you. Do you understand? DM me privately, I'll answer you. Do you get? Bye, girls. I love you. Bye. We can leave the call, though, so that I can host the boys' call. Okay.